Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will
I hear you.
to get us underway.
I hear you. I see a whole lot of orange for the Gators, though.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone.
Nah, that orange is for us.
To bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
That's it for us. You see the vibe.
The offense lining
We got a
up
little
for
corner
first down
tucked
play.
in. We got a little corner. Not that big. Pause.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks his
Good
way
late
in.
hit.
He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation.
He's going for a big play downfield.
Bruh, this nigga.
Inside the 30.
He's putting speed on there.
On that completion before the defense brings him down.
And late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Whole offense got started. Except for the one nigga. My bad. It's you nigga.
Quarterback checking off.
There's one nigga out there who's
Back to
just a
throw.
regular ass
It's Key.
nigga.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He wants to throw. He makes the connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than this late season showdown.
Oh, at least that whole front four ain't fucking what's the name no more, though.
Both of these teams have been on a collision
Some life.
all year long. We knew that this
Some
game
ray
was
of hope.
going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity.
I love
is gonna be
guard.
off the charts.
Impact right now.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Gators will punt this one away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right?
I just hate how my players slow down.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39.
Good play,
and the
David.
defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Heath. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Good play, Perez, though.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented.
What they call it?
At the midpoint of the season, we're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah,
Dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires
That's
to
a
the
pick.
wideout.
Good defense.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're
Goddamn high ball pass. Goddamn blunt ass
Everybody on the
nigga.
back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive.
And he let this nigga run the route for me, bruh. How does he run the route better than my receiver? Oh, I hate this game sometimes, bruh. This nigga turned around so slow. Meanwhile, the corner breaks like he's the wide receiver.
Texas and Texas.
Let's say it was a terrible first half.
In a recruiting base and a conference, not to mention one of the best rivalries in college football.
They just can't help themselves.
And the returner will be dragged down.
They just can't help themselves, bro. Like, how he run the route better than me is mind-boggling.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
The Gators have this offense rolling. Back to pass, it's Browning. And the
Don't
pressure
block.
gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those
Look at
big,
that. It
nasty,
is
strong, physical guys
animation.
that can eat up the line of scrimmage.
Way
and
too
get
often
after
with
the
the fucking
quarterbacks.
guards,
It's one of the
bro.
staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's a passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. Going deep.
Oh!
He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
This offense is so good. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive.
Can't do shit but laugh, bro. You can't do. Nigga don't even react to the ball, bro. What a first quarter react. What a first quarter, bro. I don't know what I be doing to y'all niggas. That's an insane play, bro.
Coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense out on the field to go back to work.
That's an insane play.
He's looking to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge lead if he could have squeezed it. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Browning. Using his legs to buy some time. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Line gets set, first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gators sending the offense back to work. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Oh, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's 1st quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. Fights off the defender. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Browning. Looking for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Touchdown, Florida! And the defense doing work.
Florida, number 11, with points for the defense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 20 to Louisiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's running free down the middle. The 20, the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't get...
And it's blocked. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to...
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Browning. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
From the gun, the ground game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Power football with the run. Just trucks through it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And your Auburn Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
He did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
He's got an open man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Looking downfield, it's Heath. Pocket starts, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
It's complete on the right side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Heath. Feeling some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Slips away.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Fields the punt, just destroying his way through the field. Sending the offense back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
This guy reminds me a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Heath. Buys a little time. He'll throw one to his right. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
This time he's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football. And he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Dropping back, it's Heath. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. He's got 69 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Browning. He makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that 1st down.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Browning. A strike downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing.
Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Off the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. To the air. It's Heath. He's got his man. No, he got loose. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time, late in the season, when you can go win those individual awards.
That's a really nice job running the option at the QB position. He reminds me of the great Heisman winner Cam Newton, who completely changed the trajectory of the Auburn Tiger and football program. When he transferred in, came to the Plains, it was just like they were shot out of a cannon offensively after that. His athleticism changed the game. Not just in Auburn, I think maybe even in the SEC. This guy has some unique ability.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Polino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Sam Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. With the QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult.
He lofts one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Royce. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% this season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking left. And that one's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
The Gators decide to punt it away. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. Floating away. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Heath. coming after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Third down coming up.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He finds his man. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Auburn 51, Florida 28.
Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Might as well give it to him again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Browning. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. And he goes out of bounds at the end of the return. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
34.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead back.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try the run. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd down.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
On to kick it away.
Secures it at the... just causing wreckage in the secondary. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Throws for the tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find...
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Trying to get to it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Comes out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. It's on target and complete. They make the stop right. Up and still short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why.
And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Florida.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass, it's Heath. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. the Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape,
Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it at the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
To the air, it's Browning. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
and a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They knock him down at the 2, and what a return to put him right on the doorstep. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first